Today I fucked up by never wearing glasses during sex. So a little backstory here I guess. My first girlfriend would always take off my glasses before we made out. She wore glasses, too, so we sounded like two lustful wine glasses otherwise. She did this every time, so eventually it just became a habit for me. Things are getting heavy, better take off my glasses. It went that way for years, and I never really questioned it. I just assumed it was normal. The thing is, I have pretty bad vision. I'm not legally blind by any means, but I certainly can't read any kind of text without glasses unless it inches from my face. Everything goes blurry immediately. That's not a big deal though if you're getting it on with someone that's 50% by feel, 50% by sound, right? Well, I recently learned otherwise. I was seeing this new girl, and she jumped me one time with a surprise sexy encounter. We were ripping our clothes off so fast that I didn't have time to take off my glasses. And I'll tell you what, it was like hitting the HD button on Pornhub after you've been watching nothing but scrambled VHS tapes for your entire life. Everything snapped into focus. It was amazing. I could see everything. Nipples, goosebumps, the sweaty wet spot on the bed. Is this what it feels like for normal sighted people? Is your sex life just a talking porno? Do you not look down and say, wow, what a sexy brown blob, but instead say, wow, Nvidia did a great job this year. This is absolutely life-changing, and I need anyone who reads this and wears glasses to take a long hard look at themselves, and then do it again, but this time while wearing your glasses. Hopefully you can avoid my mistake. Too long didn't read. Wear glasses during sex and turn your PP into a 1080 pp. We sound like two lustful wine glasses is the best way to describe that. My partner and I have an inside joke of just looking at each other during close moments and saying clink, because we kept hitting our glasses when we went to kiss. I'm not as blind as you, but I'm pretty blind and didn't get my first pair of glasses until 22. The amazement of looking at a tree and seeing individual leaves rather than a green blob was something else. This is the same as me, but with my hearing aids. I used to take the off before sex. The one time I forgot, it was incredibly hot hearing the sounds of my partner with more clarity rather than it being muffled or me missing something she says. Now it turns me on more hearing her, and sounds I didn't realize we make. Negative, I realize is how much sound the bed makes. This sounds more like a today I unfucked up something. I've recently started wearing my reading glasses while I eat. I also enjoy not having blurry food. Today I fucked up by thinking that women have a prostate and engaging in anal sex with my boyfriend for almost a month. My boyfriend and I have been dating for a month, and during the first week of us having sex, my boyfriend wanted me to use a dildo on him to stimulate his prostate. While I was stimulating his prostate with the dildo, he started moaning very loud and his body was shaking as though he was getting an electric shock. I thought that he was faking it, but the moment I saw his penis spraying cum all over my room like a fountain, I was impressed. He asked me if I wanted to try it, and my dumbass, who didn't know that I didn't have a prostate, said yes. So yeah, we did anal sex, and he was repeatedly asking me if he was in the right spot inside my anus. And my answer was always no. We did some research, but we both would always open a page, and always skip to the how to part instead of reading through the introduction and stuff where they'd usually mention that only men have prostates. So basically, we did this for an entire month and I started getting really frustrated because no matter what, we just couldn't find the right spot inside me, whereas my boyfriend would always hit his right spot and sprayed like a fountain all over my room. A very frustrated me, constantly kept searching for results on the internet until this morning, when I finally realized the truth, and how much of an idiot I've been all this time. I swear I don't know who's more of an idiot, me or my boyfriend. Although it's so embarrassing, it's hilarious. And I think on the bright side, at least my boyfriend had fun having anal sex with me, I guess. Too long didn't read. Boyfriend's prostate orgasms impressed me, and we both engaged in anal sex for almost a month trying to find and stimulate my prostate. I'm actually surprised I haven't ever had anyone try to convince me that I have a prostate. Lol. When I was a kid I hated drinking milk. My grandmother used to make me drink a glass at every meal, skim no less. One day, right before I went to visit her, I saw a billboard that warned drinking too much milk can cause prostate cancer. So I told my grandmother that I couldn't drink milk because I didn't want to get prostate cancer. She was horrified and had a conversation with my mother. My grandfather laughed so hard that he spit out his milk. She wasn't happy about that either. Why aren't you having orgasms explosive like mine, honey? Wrong hole, Gary. Your room must look like a glazed donut. G-spot stimulator in vagina while having anal sex will hit the right spot. Can confirm. The best orgasm of my life was when getting anal while using my rabbit-style vibrator. Never look at your room with a black light, that's for sure. Fountain. Today I fucked up by Dutch ovening my cat. This all happened over approximately 5 seconds. It's a lazy Saturday morning and I'm chilling in bed a bit longer than normal, browsing Reddit and just hanging out. My cat, approximately 12 weeks old, is somewhere, but not currently bothering me, so it's okay. While laying in bed, apparently by myself, I am stricken with the urge to fart. Being a single mid-20s guy, I think better let her rip, and thus began my morning from hell. The instant I rumbled the mattress, I felt a mass rush up under the blankets. Unbeknownst to me, my cat was laying under the blankets near, but not touching, my feet. He must have heard the thunder down under and panicked. It is important to note that when I make my bed, I tuck the blanket beneath the mattress. It's a holdover from Marine Corps days. Well, unfortunately for all involved, the blanket was still tucked on the side the cat was laying on. The poor baby had no way to escape the gas chamber. As a consequence, he panicked. And what do animals do when they panic? That's right, they bite and claw. My cat, probably choking to death, thus began to try and dig his way out. Not through the blanket, oh no. He tried to multitask and punish me for my sins by trying to dig right through my back. He clawed and bit so hard he started drawing blood. Now we are both panicking, and I ripped the blanket off as fast as I possibly could. Too little too late for him, as he now has post-traumatic stank disorder, and too late for me as I now look like I fought a very disgruntled family of raccoons. He leapt from the bed and turned to give me the dirtiest look I've ever seen a cat give a human being before sauntering into the bathroom, where he remains as I type this. Too long didn't read, thought I was alone in bed, farted, and Dutch ovened my cat. Cat panicked and absolutely mauled me. Now we're both upset. Edit, for spelling. Edit 2, Electric Boogaloo. First of all, thank you for the awards and upvotes. Glad people can enjoy our shared misery. A lot of people are asking for cat tax. There's a few pictures of him elsewhere on my profile, so feel free to help yourselves. I can try to get a picture of him, but he is still avoiding me this morning. Here is a link to the most recent photo I have of him on Reddit. Please don't send the IRS to collect cat tax. I quite like my kneecaps unshattered. Edit yet again, someone commented that this is apparently one of the bits done on Impractical Jokers. I have never seen it, and was not familiar with the bit going in. Someone, multiple someones, actually, suggested I get a picture of my back out here, so I'll work on that in a bit. My cat once attacked where the smell came from, and I learned to open the blanket up a little for him. Cat tax, cat tax, cat tax. I'm about to tell a story that seems too silly to be real, but it feels appropriate right now. One day many years ago I was playing the OG PlayStation. I can't remember which game, but it was either Final Fantasy VII, Tomb Raider, or Wipeout XL. I was really into it, and I remember having that feeling you get when you're about to finally accomplish the goal you set out for. My cat Cheeto had been somewhere in my periphery, but I was too sucked into this game to acknowledge him. He either wanted food, attention, or he wanted me to let him outside. I don't remember now. In any case, he was getting impatient. Just as I was reaching my goal, my cat jumped up onto the PlayStation. It's important to note that the OG PlayStation had two large buttons on top, the power button, and the open button. If my cat had stepped on the open button, the lid would have lifted, but the game would have probably remained paused until I closed the lid. My cat stepped on the power button, but that didn't immediately turn my game off. No, the power wouldn't officially turn off until my cat lifted his paw. There was nothing I could do but stare at him while he locked eyes with me, his foot firmly pressed down on the power button. Just as the situation became clear in my mind that my cat had taken control of my life, the motherfucker farted audibly. Then he casually lifted his paw and walked toward the door so I could let him outside. Sorry, I don't have a picture for the cat tax. He had dramatic grey stripes, with piercing green eyes. He was very much a male cat, with a bulky shoulder area, and skinny backside. He spent a lot of time outside, and could jump from really high distances and smoothly land directly into a sprint. He died about 5 years after that hilarious encounter with the PlayStation. Unsolicited advice. If the cat drew blood with its teeth, you might wanna get a doctor to have a look. My cat bit down on me hard years ago during an injection at the vet's and my finger blew up like a balloon, because cats' mouths aren't very hygienic places. Still have the scars. /u/ampersands. I can't stress this enough. I logged in just to tell you to disinfect it as much as possible and then see a doctor. My aunt almost lost her hand to what seemed like a small but painful cat bite.